Across Africa, innovation is rewriting the future. From the skilled hands of artisans to the bold visions of entrepreneurs, creativity meets enterprise in groundbreaking ways. Welcome to Innoventure, where we celebrate Africa's ingenuity. Welcome to another episode of Innoventure, the show that celebrates creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurial spirits in industries shaping our world. I am Cynthia Bassi, and today we are exploring how traditional fueling stations are transforming to meet the demands of a cleaner, more sustainable future. With the recent push to transition from traditional fuels to cleaner alternatives, one player stands out in Nigeria, NIPCO. They are leading the charge as a major provider of compressed natural gas solutions, paving the way for cleaner and more efficient transportation. Today, we are visiting NIPCO filling station to explore innovation in green mobility. For decades, Nigeria has relied on petrol and diesel to fuel its transportation sector. But with fluctuating fuel prices, environmental concerns, and the push for a greener economy, a major shift is happening. In 2023, the Nigerian government launched a bold initiative, the CNG transition program, to replace petrol with compressed natural gas as a cheaper, eco-friendly alternative. This isn't your regular fueling station, it's a hub of innovation. Here at NIPCO, engineers and entrepreneurs are redefining how Nigerians power their vehicles. Compressed natural gas burns cleaner than petrol, reducing harmful carbon emissions by up to 30%. It's also significantly cheaper, cutting fuel costs by nearly 50% for drivers. But transitioning to CNG isn't as simple as filling up a tank. It requires cutting-edge technology, specialized training, and a vision.
All right, NIPCO is into both petrol distribution and natural gas distribution as well. If you look around, most of our stations are equipped to dispense petrol and CNG as well. The typical of that is what you have here now. This station is able to dispense petrol and also dispense compressed natural gas into vehicles as well. So basically it is quite different from the other traditional petrol stations that you see out there that dispenses only petrol. So here we have the capability and capacity to dispense petrol and natural gas to the public. You understand that their natural gas is quite a safe fuel, which is also environmental friendly. But however, there are equipment and technology that has to come in place for this to be achieved. Here is a daughter station, right? And there are specialized equipment that has been put in place. In fact, state-of-the-art equipment that has been put in place to ensure that natural gas is being able to be dispensed into vehicles in the safest manner as well. So all those things have been carefully harnessed and put together to ensure that vehicles are serviced in terms of refueling of both petrol and CNG as well. Yeah, NIPCO Gas Limited is first and the leader in that industry. All right, we have specialized personnel, trained personnel that is handling all those. All right, we have state-of-the-art machines here, compressors, dispensers, and other equipment, associated equipment, that ensures that dispensing operations is going on unhindered or unhampered, as well as the maintenance also. So our technicians and our engineers are well equipped, okay, with the resources to ensure that those operations are going on smoothly.
The process of converting a vehicle to run on CNG isn't just about swapping parts. It's a precise blend of science, skill, and problem solving. Let's take a closer look at how it's done. Right here, they are transforming vehicles that once ran on traditional fuels into lean green machines powered by compressed natural gas.
CNG, auto CNG retrofitting, right, involves the installation of an onboard cylinders like this, all right, an onboard cylinder and some other kit components that makes it possible for the vehicle to adapt to the use of the alternative fuel. That's petrol or natural gas alternatively, all right? But typically, the onboard cylinder will have to be mounted inside the boot. That's the trunk area of the vehicle, all right? Now,
the car can use both?
Yes, alternatively, yes. Okay. So once retrofitting is done, the car user now have the liberty of choosing either of the two fuel. But however, only one fuel will run at a particular point in time. So what happens is that when you start the vehicle runs on petrol, right? Then after it's programmed to switch to gas after a few seconds. All right. So while you are driving and you run out of gas, it switches back to petrol alternatively. So what happens is that the storage cylinder is installed in the boot. All right. This cylinder is able to take about 15 meter cube of gas. However, gas is stored at a very high pressure, 200 bar. So without pressure, it is not possible for the cylinder to take a reasonable amount of gas. All right, what happens is that it is stored, then there's a tubing that will be run through the vehicle, just in the same way they run the petrol lines. Okay, it goes through parallel to the engine area where you have all the components installed. Like you can see here now, this vehicle is being installed. All right. In installation, there is no redesigning of your engine system. Your original engine system is intact. It's in place. We don't temper the engine system. What we need to do is to just introduce some basic components like the pressure regulator, as you can see in this place. This one is the pressure regulator. What this one does is to bring down the pressure from the gas is being stored. Now the gas is being stored at a very high pressure, which is 200 bar, but you can't feed 200 bar pressure into the engine. So that's what the pressure regulator does. It regulates the pressure, brings down the pressure to about 2 bar. So the 2 bar is what is being fed into the engine through the gas injectors. As you can see here, there are 4 gas injectors here. which correspond to the number of fuel injectors in the vehicle. Now there are different types of kit. There's a 4-cylinder kit, there's a 6-cylinder kit, there's the 8-cylinder kit, depending on the engine configuration. So the compatibility is selected based on their engine configuration. Like this vehicle is a typical 4-cylinder engine. So it is being installed with a sequential 4-cylinder kit. All right. Now what happens is that once this system are installed, there will be a switch that will be installed on the cockpit. The switch is able to inform the driver on the present status. Give me the switch. Give me the switch. It will inform the driver on the present status, if it's running on petrol or running on gas. The switch also will display the level of gas that you have in the cylinder. It's as small as this. It's very small. Okay. It will, however, be installed in the cockpit. So this has it will have lead display to inform the driver of the current status, the current fuel that is being run, or the level of gas you have in the cylinder. So with this, the driver is able to know when it's running out of gas and when to refill, as small as it is. All right?
And once your car is ready, this is where the magic continues, the refueling station. These pumps deliver compressed natural gas safely and efficiently, making green travel as convenient as traditional fueling. But here's where it gets interesting. NIPCO didn't just stop at offering the service. They've created an ecosystem for green mobility, providing employment for young technicians, reducing urban pollution, and proving that sustainability is profitable.
I think the first thing that creates that inspiration is the fact that NIPCO Gas Limited has to come in to help Nigeria in the energy requirements of the country. All right, we have a huge deposit of natural gas which is not tapped. So the potentials is also there, and the business is also there. But we'll find out that people did not really key into this sector in the time past. All right, so that inspiration has come in for NIPCO Gas Limited to annex and to ensure that they assist Nigeria in securing energy security, to make sure gas is available for our utilizations, even to our domestic gas for automobiles, and gas for our industries as well. I understand the apprehension with respect to the use of natural gas as an auto fuel because of some safety concerns. Anyway, the thing is that natural gas or compressed natural gas is a very safe fuel to use, but most people will not know this. Now, it has some inherent properties, okay, that makes that to be so. Unlike your traditional petrol, which creates spools whenever there's leakage. All right, so any source of ignition, can cause explosion. But those properties are not there with natural gas. Natural gas is relatively lighter than air. So once it finds its way into the atmosphere, it disperses easily. All right, it disperses easily, and because it's less denser than air, it does not mix with air in our own human habitation. So you now discover that even if there is spark around, because the gas constantly separates itself from air or oxygen, the likelihood of explosion is not there, which is one good characteristic of natural gas that makes it very, very safe to use. In addition to that, the cylinder has been designed to withstand impact pressure. It's very thick. It's not like the traditional LPG cylinder that is very light. All right. The cylinder is very safe to use, and even in our auto vehicles, the cylinder on board is safe. So the public can be rest assured that their safety is guaranteed when natural gas is in use. Yeah, actually, CNG is part of fossil fuel. It's not as if it's different from fossil fuel. It's part of that family. But the difference is that when you compare natural gas to petrol or diesel, the harmful emissions from those gases when they combust is quite high as compared to natural gas. All right, natural gas emission is less harmful to the environment, so it's a cleaner fuel that burns with very little or minimum greenhouse gases that we know about. So it contributes significantly to a cleaner environment when natural gas is used. So when you look at the ratio of petrol-driven cars and natural gas-driven vehicles now, as at today, the range is still very high. But by the time people begin to migrate from petrol to CNG, you are bound to have more environmental, more safety in our environment and less harmful substance being emitted from the exhaust pipes of those vehicles into the atmosphere. Our technology, they won't be where we are today. For example, there's no pipeline around this area, all right? But we are able to transport the gas from far back Ajakuta up to Abuja, all right, to make sure the gas is available for the inhabitants of this environment. Very many years ago, that is not possible. That wasn't possible, all right? But with the state-of-the-art facility that we have here, it is now possible for us to have gas dispensed to our neighboring states, even though we don't have pipelines. So technology has, in a very great way, helped in actualizing what is happening now.
Yet, challenges remain. Many drivers are hesitant to make the switch, citing high conversion costs and the limited number of refueling stations. The government's role in expanding infrastructure and providing incentives is critical for long-term success. We've seen that creativity and innovation in action never gets old. It is about finding new ways to solve problems, work smarter, and make meaningful products. If you know an artisan whose story needs to be told, or if you've got an idea that blends innovation and entrepreneurship, we want to hear from you. Visit our website or connect with us on social media. Thanks for joining us on today's journey. Don't forget to tune in next time.